Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 23 SBC video. EA have released a new icon SBC. The first for a while. It's not a prime icon. It is a mid icon Jairzinho. And he is expensive. But I have played against him a few times this year. Both his mid and his base. Both of them are excellent. The thing that kind of puts slightly a bit of a downer on this 91 is the fact you can't use him as a striker. You can use the 88 base one as a striker. Jairzinho's 90, I already had a look on the market. Probably about an hour ago was about 1.3 million. I don't know what he was, maybe a few days even before that, because there might have been a few people on Twitter that might have leaked his SBC days prior to this. I'm not exactly too sure, but about an hour ago he was sitting at 1.3 million. He's now around about 1.1 million an hour later. So if you already had a 90 rated tradable Jairzinho in your club, I feel sorry for you, to be honest, because you would have lost a little bit out there. I like the fact that we've been given a nice high-end icon, because although he isn't a prime, it's still one of the top-end mid-icon cards. His stats are great. He's got 5-star skills and 4-star weak foot. Okay, you can use him as a right winger, but these stats are amazing. He is essentially faultless in terms of his in-game stats. You could argue maybe aggression a little bit, but realistically, I maybe want that stamina a little bit higher, but it honestly isn't too bad at all. It's a great card. He's got nice player traits at the same time as well. He is fantastic, this card. Absolutely amazing. The price. Now, what I will say is, if this SBC was released during the World Cup game modes when there was almost no way of being able to generate fodder apart from spending money on the game and packs, then this card would be stupid in terms of the pricing and in terms of being able to complete him even with a 30-day time limit. It just would have been not possible at all. But the fact that they've released it during Winter Wildcards, where it is extremely easy to get high-end fodder, whether it be completing the player pick packs, whether it be completing those new League SBC packs, whether it be playing the game. There's so many amazing objectives right now through completing the daily logins, through completing some of the foot champs. I'm going to actually show you before we talk through the segments to him in detail a little bit more. There is so much easy way to generate fodder. Of course, there's swaps at the moment as well. So you have the Winter League completions, where for completing them a certain amount of time, you get 81 plus 11 packs. And then eventually, for completing the whole set 5 times each, you get 584 plus. You got the first one, Fiesta, which gives out some good stuff, including a swap token. You have the daily login as well. You have the Winter Foot Champions Plus, which just through playing some of your, I completed these 3 here through playoffs. Through winning 1 match, you get a player pick of an 84 plus between 2 choices. Winning 4, you get another player pick of an 84 plus between 3 choices. And then for playing 5, another 84 plus, 1 of 2 choices. Again, a great way to be able to get fodder there. And there's been various other stuff, winter winning as well, the treasure hunts. There are a lot of ways to be able to get good fodder in this game right now, a lot easier than a few weeks ago. So making him a little bit more expensive, I'm not saying I'm happy by it, but I understand it a little bit more, because at least you can generate the good fodder. Now, these first 2 segments, a full bronze team and a full silver team full of rares, doesn't really require too much. That's fine. 84 is fine. 85 is good in the sense that, yes, you do have to put in the team, but if you still have some foot champs players left, which I don't know if many people will or not, but if you do, you can throw that in there, which is good. We haven't had foot champs player picks now for, I think, getting on for 6 weeks, but even so, you can still put that, and then it gets expensive. 286 is fair enough. An 87, an 88. If it finished at this, it would be genuinely insane value for money. It's this final segment, the 89, and I just don't know if that makes it. I don't know what price we're coming in at. I'll have a quick look on Futbin whilst we talk through. If you had to buy every player, what's that going to come in? I want to see what the like to dislike ratio is on the SBC. It's 74% like, 26% dislike, with an estimated cost coming in at just over 1 million coins. Now, his card on the market was going for about 1.3 million about an hour ago. Now it's dropped to about 1.1 million. Thinking about, if the 89 rated squad wasn't there, you'd be looking at about 750 to 800,000 coins. I'm assuming around about that, maybe a little bit cheaper. That would have made it 100% worth it. Even now, the good thing is, of course, it's so easy to get fodder, you probably wouldn't have to spend all your money on buying every single player. So the chances are you'll be able to, through completing objectives, through rewards, through the player pick packs, occasionally you're probably going to be getting 86s, 87s, 88s. The real hard squad where you're going to probably have to buy a lot of players for will be for the 88 and the 89 rated squads, and it will come in quite pricey. But I think a lot of people can probably do this SBC for, I reckon I could do it for about 300 to 400,000 coins. Because I've got a lot of fodder in my club and I've been waiting for an SBC to come that I can put a lot of my high-end fodder into, and now it's here. But yeah, now that I've seen the price, because I thought the price was going to come in at a lot more than just $1 million. I was thinking about maybe 1.1, 1.2 million, a similar price as what it would be to buy them off the market. Now that I've seen that, I think there's a lot of incentive to do him, because I've come up against him a few times, both as base and as mid, and he has been ridiculously good. And his stats, as I said before, they are basically faultless. And this is only his mid card, but this is a card that is very much at the power curve at this game. If anything, maybe even slightly above it. I can understand people wanting to go for this, and you don't have to kind of go gung-ho with this. Ultimately, you've got 30 days to be able to do it. And so with also Team of the Year probably coming within those 30 days as well, there's going to be so many more upgrades, both through SBCs, both through being able to get stuff as well and objectives, that this is a fair card. Not to maybe necessarily do right this second, but certainly to grind. And even within 30 days' time, he's still going to be an insane card in this game. So I think if you're looking to put your fodder anywhere long term, he's probably the one to be able to go for. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.